Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Rise. The wait is almost over. For those of you of course looking to dive into Rise on PC, then you have just 2 days to wait. And honestly, while at first I was a little bit unsure as to whether I wanted to do it all over again, I genuinely had so much fun with MH Rise that I'm actually now pretty hyped to dive in on PC and give it a spin. That way when Sunbreak drops I can decide where I want to play. However, that aside, since we are a couple of days away from launch, I thought I'd do a super quick recap for the PC players out there and go over 8 reasons why you should be excited to dive into Monster Hunter Rise on PC. Also, be sure to keep it locked this week as we'll have PC content coming your way, but for now, if you enjoy this video and you're hyped for PC, then hit that like button, let me know in the comments down below if you're going to be diving in, and are you playing again, or will this be your first time diving in, and as always, make sure you're subbed for more Monster Hunter content. So, number 1. 4K resolution and high quality textures. Well, of course, Monster Hunter Rise still looked great on Switch, and it's just an awesome looking game in general. I love the style of it. It's fair to say that the jump to PC does of course offer the PC heads out there a chance to crank things up to the max, allowing for resolution up to 4K and the ability to turn on high quality textures. Then both the monster and your armor sets are going to look ultra crispy, and the game does have some really cool looking monsters and armor sets, so I'm pretty excited to see them looking hella clean. Number 2, advanced graphics options. If you want to tweak things outside of the obvious, textures, resolution, that kind of stuff, then you can turn on or off some additional things. You have things like motion blur, vignette, lens distortion, even film grain, which admittedly looks a little bit weird. I honestly haven't quite decided why I would even need that unless I'm recording like a hyper-specific video. That being said, some of these, again, are kind of funky. Lens distortion is another one, but vignette and lens blur is actually quite a nice combination, especially if you want to take some of those crispy screenshots. Having the sort of darker edges around the outside and of course having that sort of bokeh on the camera is real nice. So that combined with the high-res textures is going to make for some nice screenshots. Number 3, voice chats. I mean, look, let's be honest, if you play games on PC, then there's a very good chance you probably use something like Discord anyway. However, in the event you don't, then Rise on PC supports voice chats. So if you do happen to dive into a lobby with some randoms and you want to chat to them about how the sword and shield is the greatest weapon of all time and they should switch to that mighty weapon, then you can do so. Number 4, of course, is keyboard and mouse support. Truth be told, I've never really liked playing Monster Hunter with keyboard and mouse. Not saying it doesn't work, but I just like gaming with control pad. That being said, the game features full KBM support with the ability to fully customize your button mappings, so you can create a setup that works for you. Maybe for you gunners out there, if you want to point and click your way to victory, then this is a good one. Then number 5, ultra wide display. Sadly, I can't actually demonstrate that in this video. I had an ultra wide display a while back. In fact, I actually bought it specifically for Monster Hunter World to record a video for you guys. But I have since changed monitors, so alas, you'll have to make do with this footage from the PC trailer. Not gonna lie, I do miss having an ultra wide monitor. It's not hugely practical when you create content all the time, but playing Monster Hunter in ultra wide was actually real nice. And of course, factoring in the nice mobility you get in Monster Hunter Rise, I do genuinely want to experience it, so that is of course another option if you have that monitor. Then moving on from there to number 6, of course, better load times and frame rates too. It's fair to say, while the Switch version ran well enough, there were some times where the frame rate was a little bit dicey. The PC version is of course super smooth, runs relatively well on a wide range of systems, and of course, if your system can support it, you can even go uncapped frame rate too, should you wish. Ultimately though, a nice smooth 60 is more than enough to get a silky smooth experience, and the faster load times means you'll be in and out of missions lickety-split. Then number 7, I'd kind of hope you're already aware of this by now, but in the event that maybe you decided to live under a rock, or maybe you went dark until the PC release, then of course if Monster Hunter World was your last hunting experience, then Rise of course brings with it a ton of new gameplay features. This is not unique to the PC version, this is just Rise in general, but it is relevant to this video. Of course it means if you're diving in for the first time, you get to experience the wire bug for incredible aerial mobility, the Palamute for some canine buddy action, and a means to get around the map fast and far more efficiently than the Tail Riders ever did in World, new Silkbind moves that add that anime feel to your combat, and rampage quests if you want some tower defense mayhem in your Monster Hunter. Rise honestly has some fantastic gameplay, so if PC is going to be your first experience, then you are in for a treat. And speaking of treat, number 8, finally, don't forget that Capcom recently confirmed, or last year confirmed, that all DLC content will be available day 1 on PC, meaning in 2 days time when you jump in, you're going to get Update 2.0 with all the Elder Dragons, Update 3.0 with Valstrax and the final ending, Plus, you'll get all the collaboration quests if you want to get the layered armor sets for things like Akuma, Amaterasu, Mega Man, Sonic, and more. Then you can do all of that together on day one, although you might not actually do it on day one because some of that will of course require you to be in the game and you might not have done that in a single day. It's possible, but anyway, I digress. The point is, essentially, on day one, you have the complete experience. So, there you have it. That's a quick rundown on 8 reasons that you should be excited for Monster Hunter Rise launching on PC this week. Again, be sure to keep it locked for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to catch more from us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest uploads. And if you want somewhere to hang out, play games, or chat all things from games to anime, food to fitness, consider joining the HyperX Gaming Discord.